Alright, good morning everybody. Happy Saturday. Just trying to see if my settings are correct here. Okay, I think we're good. OBS is being a little bit weird this morning, but I think we're okay. Hopefully. Wow, is that a bear nearby? Kind of a weird spot for a bear sound. Ooh, it's the legendary bear. I might be full of this one. I'm gonna go check it out. Now, I don't want to aim on the ducks over the bear. Nope, nope, nope. Don't throw me now. Don't throw me now. Alright, Saga. I'm just saying, that was pretty damn good. Hey, Laval, how's it going? Okay, sweet. We did not have full samples. I kind of want to wake them up at the same time. Like, that's terrifying. Morning, Jose. Hey, little bear. Okay, buddy, I'm going to need you to run in the opposite direction, okay? Can you do that? Can you run in the opposite direction for me? Go, 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 go. He did not run in the opposite direction. Alright, I think we're good. Hey, Petra, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Great news, I passed my written exam for my driver's license. I scored 55 out of 65. Nice! Alright, Saga deserves a gold cookie, because that was excellent behavior around that bear. Excellent. Didn't buck me at all. Morning, Cap. Okay, today is the last weekend for the collector bonuses. We're going to have a new set on Tuesday of bonuses. Probably, I'm thinking probably either Moonshine or Naturalists. I feel like, because we had collector this month, we had bounty hunter last month, right? I think December was like CTAs and stuff. I think November should have been trader, if I'm not mistaken, with the turkeys. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it was Moonshine in November. Ooh, I'm halted. Probably for materials. Oh no, I'm also for a resupply. Let's do a resupply mission.
Troubling news, I'm afraid. Some of our fellow traders set off for market, but never arrived.
Also, if you don't have the No Salita outfit, this is your last opportunity. By Monday, sometime Monday night, it'll stop. So, or Monday overnight into Tuesday morning. So you want to make sure you get on, do those things if you haven't gotten all the pieces yet for the No Salita. I love this horse. This is... I know the black American Standard Breed's really pretty too for the all black horse, but I really like the Cloud Ruber. It's just so pretty. Does anybody have any plans this weekend? I'm going to see Scream 7 later today after the stream. I'm excited. Oh, I meant to make golden cookies. I'm gonna have to do that when I go back. I don't want that player to... It looks like that player's doing something. I don't want them to think I'm coming after him. Oh no, is he killing the bear? I hope he's sedating the bear. That doesn't sound like sedating. You're not going to be able to skin it if you're killing it. I sedated it and sampled it. Hey, Mazin, how's it going? They need to bring back Charles and Sadie's outfits. They've been rotating outfits in, so I imagine they probably will at some point. I know Dutch's outfit was broken though, so I don't know if they bring in other other outfits from characters, if they'll be broken too. I'm going to watch the premiere of Why Marshals tomorrow. I don't know what that is. Oh, this is gonna be the wolves. Okay. Run away, wolf. Run away. Flee, flee. Yellowstone spinoff. Okay, okay. This is so loud in my ear. I gotta turn it down a little bit. Hey, Joel, how's it going? Interesting. Yellowstone spinoff. I still, I think 1923, I think, is on Paramount, right? I have Paramount briefly, like a free trial. Should probably try and watch it. I liked 1883. It was very sad, but I liked it. Can I go this way? Probably not. We won't regret this. What else? Right now I'm watching Criminal Minds. I know. I've seen it a million times. But at this point, I'm actually on season 12, which seasons 12 to... How many seasons did it run? I think 15. So 12 to 15. Seasons 12 to 15, I did not watch every episode. So I'm now in a point in the series where I have not seen every single one of these episodes. I've seen a lot of them. I'm in season 12, so I've seen more. I think once I get to season 13 and 14, there's a bunch that are going to be smattered in that I haven't seen. And I'm doing that because I want to watch the Criminal Minds Evolution, which is like the continuation of Criminal Minds. And I haven't watched that. I watched like the first episode or two. But I didn't finish it, so I wanted to go back and do a rewatch to get all of the... I wanted to get seasons. I kind of stopped watching, and I know why. It's because Hotch and Morgan were both gone at that point, and Hotch left, not voluntarily, but he left. Is either the beginning of season 12, I think, or the end of season 11, somewhere around there. Have you seen Resident Evil 9, and what do you think of it? I'm not really into the Resident Evil games, so I know is it... That's the one that just dropped yesterday, right? Or Requiem or something Resident Evil wise. Just dropped yesterday. But I don't play those games, so I don't know. Okay, let's make a golden cookie for our fantastic mare over here. I might have to go get something. I feel like I don't have enough stuff to make. I don't. Okay. What am I missing? I'm missing currants. Okay, I need beets as well. I can buy currants from Nazar, right? Can I buy beets? Where can I buy beets? I buy beets in the stable, right? Pretty sure. All right, so let's figure out where Madame Nazar is.
Well, I can't fault you on the supplies.
I can't fault you on the supplies. That's right. Can't fault me. All right, Madam, where are you? Madam. Not there, not there. Okay, she is south of Thieves Landing. All right, let's go to McFarland's, go east. Love Yellowstone and all the spin-offs. Not going to miss Marshall's. I'll have to check it out. I haven't heard of it. I feel like there's so many things that I'm like... It's like there's so many shows and so little time, and I just love rewatching stuff so much that it's a problem. So I don't watch as much new stuff as I should. I did watch, so the other couple weekends ago, Gypsy and I watched Predator Badlands. He'd already seen it. And then we watched Prey, which he had already seen as well, but I hadn't. Whoa, okay, I thought we had more time, but we, like, just missed that train. Holy shit. I'm sorry, Saga, I put your life in danger. I thought I had more time. She's like, what are you doing to me, you monster? I did sell a bunch of sets as well. I might try to complete some card sets, like to get one more today and then sell everything. Because I sold like down to one of everything. So I still need to sell the one. Thank you so much, Jua, for being a member for 57 months. That is ludicrous to me. That is absolute insanity. Appreciate that. Yeah, I really liked 1883. I haven't seen 1923. I've watched a lot of shorts on Yellowstone. I don't know that I could watch it to sit and watch it though. I don't think it's my type of thing. Yeah, I don't think I could do a full like sit down watch through. I like the clip. I like the shorts that I see, but I think the shorts are about probably as much as I could do. And 1883 crushed my heart. Like, it was so sad. It was so good, but it was so sad. I don't know. Is 1923 as sad? Is it like similar? 1883 was so well done. The actress that plays the girl, I can't remember her name, did such a phenomenal job. Such a great job.
What a pure and gentle spirit.
I need to buy. I don't need to sell. I need to buy. Let me just see if I have anything that's like 10 so I don't bug out collectibles today.
But the whole set is worth your while.
The whole set is worth your while. I think we're okay. I think I sold down. All right, let's get some currants. It's not cheating to want to take care of my girl. So I will say you can buy a bunch of the gang outfits at Madame Nazar. They're expensive. So they're pretty expensive gold purchases. You might want to wait for them to come on sale. But you can buy 4 of them here. I thought you could buy Dutches as well. Can you not buy Dutches? I guess you can't buy Dutches. I thought you could, but you can't.
The trees here are beautiful.
I forgot about this mask.
Sometimes
The dumb thing is if you wear that mask, you can't wear a hat, I think. Is it a hat? Or a bandana? It's one of them. You can't wear something. Alright, let's go to the stables now. We'll get some beets and some hay, and we'll get some golden cookies going. Golden cookies from my good girl. So yeah, right after this stream, so I'm going to a matinee. I'm going to see Scream 7. I'm super excited. It got a really low critic score, but that means literally nothing. Critics are the worst when it comes to movies. Just don't pay attention to what critics say, because they're pretty much useless. I'm pretty sure... Now, some people don't like Scream 3. It got the lowest critic score out of all the Scream movies, but I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty good. Shenanigans back there. Shenanigans. I think you always want to see what is the, like, the real people's score. It's critic scores, I mean. Alright, beets. Go ahead and stock up on hay while we're here. Hay is probably my favorite thing to use when I don't have golden cookies. Like, carrots are fine, but hay greatly restores all horse cores, which is nice. It's interesting. Slightly restores health core and stamina core, or greatly restores all health cores. The word thing's so dumb here. Okay, now we need materials. Alright, maybe we could get our camp out here in the plains, do a little hunting. I know where we are now. It's not a good spot. Not a good spot. But yeah, I'm really excited. I've heard a little bit of mixed reviews about the ending and like the killer reveal, but I think that's pretty normal for Scream movies. There's like this large amount of people that at some point want Sydney to be Ghostface, and I'm like, that I will stop. Like, I love the franchise. I've seen every single movie a million times. I will literally stop watching if they do that at some point. It would be the dumbest shit ever. She's gonna like, oh no, no, Saga, no, it caught me off guard, girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nope, nope, she's gonna go. She's gonna get me. Yep. Damn. I would have liked to have preserved that. My bad, girl. You still get a gold cookie. That was my bad. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, if they ever do that at some point, I will riot. It literally makes no sense for her to ever be Ghostface. Ever. If you've ever watched the Scream movies. 0 sense. I think we're going to see some deep fakes, though. I think there's some characters people are thinking are going to be back and are going to be the killer, and I don't think that's going to be the case. So, we'll see. I'm excited. Not excited to sit in a theater, because I always hate that, but... okay, let's hang on to our 3 stars there. Goodness. Alright, I actually haven't even looked at the dailies yet. Let's look at the dailies. Let's make some golden cookies. I actually took yesterday off. I got up to go to work. I haven't slept well the last week, and I was just like, you know what? I can't. I was like, I need a day. And I did get like 20 minutes of sun. That's all I just needed to not be at work, and I needed sun and fresh air. So many days over the last couple of weeks I've been in the office, and it's just been beautiful outside. So yesterday wasn't that. It was kind of gloomy in the morning. It was overcast. We got like a brief stint of 20-minute sun, and then it rained. So it wasn't that yesterday, but I still needed a mental day. I've gone. So for some reason, January 2026 hit, and my reoccurring terrible nightmares went away. And so for almost 2 months, I haven't had them. And then this past week, they came back with a vengeance. They got so bad that on, was it Wednesday or Thursday? It was Wednesday, because Gypsy was flying. I actually was exhausted. I tried to go to bed early. I went to sleep at 6. By 7 o'clock, I had already woken 3 times to this dream. And it's hard to call it a nightmare because they're not really nightmares, but they're not really night terrors. I'm not really sure what you would call them. But like it was waking me up every 20 minutes and it's basically a continuation. And all week long, it's the same dream, just an escalation. So it starts off pretty mild, but still like, just like, I don't want to say, it's not scary like monster scary. It's more like dread, like the feeling of dread or like you know something bad's going to happen. And then it literally just picks up. It every time I go to sleep or every time I have it, it's a continuation of that same dream and that same concept. It's weird as shit ever. I don't know why my body does it. I hate it. I thought maybe my brain had gotten past whatever this was so that I was going to stop having them. And for 2 glorious months, I got so much sleep and was not woken up like that. I was like, this is what it's like. This is what it's like for real people to live and get sleep and not wake up in terror. I don't know if it's a good thing that I get them. It like gives my heart a workout because my heart is pounding every time I wake up. I'm like, okay, heart, you're getting some exercise at least. Thank goodness I don't have like clogged arteries or high cholesterol. It'd probably send me into a heart attack. I mean, my heart rate skyrockets. I'm sure it's not good. It probably will lead to stress stuff. It's not really a good workout for my heart. All right, let's give you a gold cookie. Let's take a look at some dailies. Oh, we got 10 gold cookies now. Nice. Love sleeping. I'm really good at it. I'm really good at it during the day. So I have this thing. I think it's my brain does not like dark at all. And I know that seems weird because I'm an adult. It's not like I'm afraid of the dark. It's not like I'm in the dark and I'm like scared something's in there like the dark. But like my brain literally, I feel like just does not like darkness. Does not like. So even when I sleep, there's a little bit of light on. Because if I don't have some type of light source, when I have that nightmare and I wake up, I will have a panic attack. If I can't get a light on. Because if I can't get a light on, my brain thinks the world has ended. Or like, and I'm just stuck in this eternal blackness of nothingness. And then it's so crazy. It's so like existential, like crazy nightmare shit. And I hate it. All right, 3 cooked seasoned plump bird, 1 egret skinned, 5 fresh produce eaten, 2 hideouts cleared. So that'll be one of the difficult ones for today. Jump from a horse to another horse. 10 player kills and showdowns. That one's actually not terrible. Killing 10 players isn't bad, as long as you don't get a bunch of lobbies where people are cheating. Visit Fort Mercer. So that's actually not a terrible one. Usually we get at least 3 PvP ones. And I mean, 10's not great because it's a lot. It's like 10 players. But if you're getting into the right showdowns, it's not too bad. The 2 hideouts is really hard to do in public lobbies, but let me see what time is it here? There's a little trick that sometimes works. It's already 12:40 a.m., so I don't know that this is going to work, but let's give it a try. So in public lobbies, something you can try to see if you can trigger is you're going to travel to Annisburg. However, you want to do this before midnight is when I usually have the best luck with it. Because if you don't get there during a certain time, then you're not going to get over to the other one before the sun starts to come up. Because you want to, it's about midnight at this one and about 5 a.m. for the other one is the times I usually have the best luck with this. But basically, you just come to Annisburg. We're going to come up to Willard's Rest. So I'm going to ride all the way up here. And then what I usually do, because I'm usually here a little before midnight. And then what I'll do is I'll go a little ways away and I'll open the map up and I'll kind of turn away. And so a lot of times when you turn away from something, whatever you want to spawn, it kind of will help spawn it in. This helps with animals. That's why if you see me going for bird spawns for dailies, I do the spin on my horse and I circle because turning away will spawn things in behind you. And it's the same thing with events and stuff. But basically, I'll ride all the way up here. Look out for the cougars. We're going to put our Springfield back on because we got caught off guard by that other cougar. And there are multiple cougar spawns up here. If you didn't know, there's a cougar spawn here on the right that we just passed. There's 2 up here on the left past the train tracks. Whenever I'm looking for moose and I'm trying to get footage, like the cougars, they just annihilate me. Okay, so Willard's is over there on our right. So I just kind of come off to the side here a little bit and I'll open up my map and I'm turned away. And we'll just give it a minute. Now I'm here a little bit late, so I doubt this is going to spawn in. But this is what you're looking for, the red to pop up. Morning, Ducky. To let you know that an event is going on. So what time are we? We're already at 1:44 a.m. So I imagine this is not going to spawn. What I might try to do is get over to the other one. Because you want to do this one and be out. And then you're going to take the train tracks all the way down to this location. And this is where the second spawn is. So again, you travel to Annesburg around 11 or so. Make sure you get up here before midnight. Around midnight, you're going to open up your map. You're going to come off to the side here. I'm going to look away, and you're going to see if you can get this one to spawn in. Normally it does it within, you know, a very short period of time. So I don't think that one's going to happen. So I'm going to ride all the way down, see if I can get the second one. Time change next week already. I hate it. I hate it. And it's spring forward, right? So we lose an hour. It's obnoxious. I should have waited and called in next week. Whoop. A bear or cougar spawn? Morning, Rose. Hey, John. How's it going? Might be a cougar behind me. You just ruined my morning. Is that what the time changed? If you're talking to me, when did I hop on? At 9. I do have to be done right around 11 today, so I can't go over too much because I am going to see Scream 7. My movie showing is at like 12:45. So I can't stream too late because I need to get some food. I had a banana this morning, but I haven't eaten, so I'll need to eat before I go. I was so weird coming. See, we're already too late because... Oh, no, it's only 2:39. Why does it look so bright? It looks so bright in the game right now. That's crazy. On my screen, at least. Probably not on the stream. I am on PlayStation, yes. Oh, wolves down there on my left. So we might get over to this one. Again, it's really hard to do in a public lobby. Solo lobbies are definitely much easier. Hey, Joe. How you doing? I hadn't remembered the time change either. Ducky just likes to hurt us. It's the beautiful moonlight. This is pretty good moonlight. I should have checked there to see if the hawk egg, we just went right by it. Or hawk or eagle, I can't remember which one's there. Saga, you're doing so good. You're doing so good. I know, I'm pushing you hard. I'm sorry. Got all the wildlife. Oh, I forgot I don't... Okay. So this is when having a thing on your horse is so great. I don't have one on Saga, though. Ooh, Poppy Playtime. Yeah, I refuse to play that. People tried to get me, and I was like, no. I saw they were playing Poppy Playtime 3, I think. I didn't even realize there were sequels to that game. But I was like, no, thank you. No, apparently the time changes next weekend, which I was just informed. So the idea is to get over here by like 5 a.m. I really, really, really wish they would do away with daylight savings. We would just be on one time zone. I don't even care which it is at this point. I do better on standard time. My body, I think, whatever we're on right now, which I think is standard time. Okay, so there's the... I just had this weird thing. I was like, this is a hideout, right? This is where I normally go for these. But why is this a hideout all the way out here? That's so weird. I don't know. I just had a weird moment of questioning all of my life choices. Yeah, it's got to be because this is a hideout over here. Okay, so then you kind of do the same thing. You open up your map. You ride a little ways away, open up your map, and just give it a second. The boss wants to go back to 2015 and play Wait For It. Is that World of Warcraft? Wow. 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 I am not playing either one of those, but I might play Crimson Desert when it drops on the 19th. I took off work because if I end up getting it, I'll stream it and I'll hang out with you guys for a little bit while I check it out, just so if anybody else wants to check it out. There's a couple reviews I want to see first before I make a final decision. Time is it? 4:16 a.m. We're gonna give it until 5 a.m. 5 or 6 a.m. See if we can't get this to spawn in. I'm waiting for, I want to see, I'm assuming ACG and Joraptor should both, I'm assuming, have a pretty good review out once the embargo lifts. I'm hoping that's going to be, it's probably just going to be a couple days before. So I'm hoping by like the 12th or 13th, but I imagine it could be more like the 16th, 17th, 18th, like a couple days before. I want to see their reviews. My concern is with such a large scale game that it's not going to drop in a good state. And I also just want to kind of see some of the, I'm worried that it won't be a game that I enjoy playing. Just watching it, it gives me some, I don't want, they say it's not Souls-like at all, which is good. It does give me some Assassin's Creed vibes. I don't want it to be clunky. And so I'm just a little concerned. So I want to see a couple reviews. I want to see Joraptor and I want to see ACG's reviews. Okay, I don't think this is going to pop in here. And then I'm going to make a decision. But I did take off the 19 in anticipation of that. So that's what I usually do to try to get these to spawn in. I hit the Willards one a little bit late. It's not 100%. It doesn't work 100% of the time in public lobbies because you never know. Somebody could have already hit like these hideouts. And so if that's the case, it's not going to work. I have a feeling Crimson Desert will be no story, just a mesh of gameplay. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. I don't think the story is going to be strong like Red Dead after everything I'm seeing, or strong like a... But I've watched a lot of interviews with the developers and stuff, and there is a storyline. So just how strong that is, I don't know. So basically, when I was listening to them, they said that yes, there is a main storyline that is going to take you around the map. But you can also explore outside that. So just like side missions and like encountering stuff in the world. But there is a linear progression, basically, I think is what they said. There's not alternate endings. So it's not like one of those things where you can get 4 different endings based off your choices. It's just the story basically is your faction, your group was hit by the Black Bear tribe or whatever they're called. You're part of the Greymanes, and your entire group of the Greymanes is scattered across Pywell, I think is the name of the continent. So they're scattered across Pywell, and so your job is basically, or the start of it, is that you're going out to try to bring everybody back together and start a new like settlement. So that's why I say it gives me kind of Assassin's Creed vibes, because that's very much like, especially in Valhalla, like you're building up the settlement basically. And I don't hate it, but there are aspects of it I don't love. So I'm curious how that's going to go. Yeah, I don't think the story will be anywhere near a Red Dead 2 because there's not going to be that kind of, they even said it. It's like a linear progression. There's not, I don't think it's going to have that kind of nuance, that the kind of choices that you have sort of. And not that Red Dead has, obviously Red Dead's game is going to end the same way every time, and your endings are just slightly different based off your how good of a person you were and a couple choices that you make. So I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious how strong of a story it'll have. I think it is going to be more about immersion and exploring, and I'm okay with that. I don't need it to be like a crazy story necessarily. But I do want it to have a story. I want it to feel... I want to feel like I have a resolution. And I imagine the end of the story is going to be bringing your entire tribe of the Greymanes back together and defeating the Black Bear. Like something like that. I'm okay if it's not I don't need a story necessarily with, you know, 8 endings depending on my choices. That kind of stresses me out too. I don't want to have to. It's like in playing The Witcher right now. Every mission, I don't like games that stress me out to the point where I'm like, I know if I pick the wrong choice here, I'm either going to fail this mission, it's not going to end how I want, or it's going to literally affect my end game, like, ending. And to be honest, that does stress me out a lot. It really does, because I want the good ending, and sometimes it's not obvious what to pick, you know? I'm like, well, that's dumb. It's like, because that choice makes no sense for the ending I want, but it's almost like you have to watch a guide at that point if you want a certain ending, and I don't know. I don't like that. Oh, nice, Cassie. That's awesome. But I'm excited because it is a very large world to explore. There's a lot of different mounts. There's horses, bear, dragon, like a mech thing. On Witcher, every mission matters. That's what makes it special. Yeah, but it also stresses me out. So if Crimson Desert has a lighter story that doesn't have that, I'm okay with that. I do agree with that, Rose, because I feel like that's how Shadows is. Shadows, you know, is a very large map with a lot of stuff on it, a lot of question marks, a lot of things to do. And I think that the main story struggled because of it. I think the main story was very lackluster, was very meh. When it ended, I was surprised. I think Shadow's strongest thing story-wise was Naue and Yasuke's individual stories, and I wish they had fleshed that out more and that had been part of the main story, because the main story was just very like, okay, like, yeah, very lackluster. And I feel like it's because they have such a huge, and the thing is that I was arguing with somebody on Reddit about this, not arguing with them, but like, I just gave my opinion, because they were like, I can't believe that people say that Ghost of Yotei and Ghost of Tsushima have better graphics than Shadows. Like, Shadows is visually like stunning. It's, you know, the best in terms of looks game ever. And I was like, I don't disagree that Shadows has the more realistic graphics of the games, but I don't want to play it more because of that. Like, I don't care how good the and I'm not saying Shadows has good water stuff, but let's say we have 2 games and we have one that has really amazing realistic and everything's super realistic and the water mechanics and the way the water falls and like everything, but then the story is terrible and the side missions are terrible. Like, I'll take the worst graphics, thank you. Plus, I think both Ghost games have very unique art style, which I actually prefer, honestly. And I think Shadows is a beautiful game. I've been riding around in Fall. I think they did the seasons really well, and Fall is beautiful. But I don't really like riding around in Shadows doing the side content. I just don't. It's not that fun. Some of the things are fun-ish. The castles are annoying. I hate them. And that's like a big way to get the currency, to get their in-game stuff. So it's kind of a bummer. I love how she's already down part of a golden cookie. Such a shame. Okay, let me look at the rest of the dailies here. 2 bounties brought in from new Austin posters. 3 bounty targets lasted from horseback. 1 player bounty collected. 3 camp stews eaten. 2 goods sold to a local buyer, and a resupply completed with 5 minutes or more left. 3 antique alcohol bottles found. 6 collectibles collected. 3 collectibles found with a shovel. 2 drunken player interactions at your moonshine shack. You can actually do this at the door. I'm sure you guys know this at this point. I'll show you. 3 moonshine bootlegger missions completed. 2 story missions completed. Don't kill an animal for 24 hours. 2 hearty tonics used when too hot or too cold, and a legendary animal found at using pheromones. I will say, though, The Witcher does stress me out. It stresses me out. There was one mission that I did look up because I knew that choosing the wrong thing was going to lead to failing the mission, because I remember it. I remember, like, either watching somebody do a playthrough or reading about it or something. And it was the one where it was, like, the serial killer type guy. And you find the guy who's like torturing the prostitutes, and you assume it's him. But if you assume it's him and you like yell at him angrily, you won't find the real guy. The real killer just stays up there. And I was like, that's so unsatisfying. I don't want that. I need to find the actual guy. Plus, I'm not probably gonna play The Witcher 3 again, so I'm like... If I get terrible endings, that's just is what it is. It'll be less satisfying. I love Witcher so much that I want everyone to love it so we can talk about it. I think I am getting ready to go into Act 2. So this is the furthest I've made it in a playthrough. I think part of what it is too is there's just... Part of what drives me insane, besides the clunky combat, is just there's too much stuff. There's too much stuff you're looting. There's too much shit you're holding in your bags. There's so many potions. There's so many oils. There's so many... And I feel like I don't get anywhere near enough skill points to put into that stupid-ass tree because it takes forever to rank up, and you only get a skill point when you rank up or like when you find the things of power or whatever. And then it's like... when you find the Witcher gear things, and it's like you have to have the previous one in order to make the next one. And I'm like, so I have like superior things to make superior Witcher gear. Not that I'm high enough rank to use it, but I don't have the previous ones to get it because that's part of the thing you need to craft it. And I'm just like, why? Why are you like this? I was like, what if I never find the first, like the base piece? Then I won't have it to make the next piece. It's like, why is there so much? And I guess like that's great if The Witcher is the only game you're playing. I just don't have time for that. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I don't have time for all that, you know? There's no perfect ending in The Witcher. It's the lesser of evil, so don't stress about it. The very first I encountered it was the one with the... It was 2 bad endings. It's whether or not you save the children or she kills the children, or I don't know. But if you save the children, they're not really saved, or she eats them. I don't know. It was something weird. But like neither ending was good for that mission. And I was just like, well, I made a terrible choice. But I don't think other choices were better. So I'm like, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Is there a way to speedrun The Witcher? I still want to explore it when I start, but I have other big ass games. I don't have a ton of time for it either. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you... I'm sure people speedrun it. I didn't start at least. I don't know. I'm having to go back and do missions that are lower level than I am because I feel like anytime I try to do something that's the same level, I just get crushed. So I was like, I feel like to a certain extent you have to have better gear and stuff. I guess if you just go and get that better gear, you could probably speedrun it if you know where it is. You look up where it is and you just have like better stuff. I tried to do. So I'm using the, is it the Griffith armor right now? But I got the feline armor, which I crafted. And I put it on and I like immediately got my ass kicked. So I went back to the other gear even though it's ugly. You can just do main missions, but use a lot of the game. Yeah, and that's, I feel like right now I need to do those side missions just to rank up so that I can not get my ass kicked. I'm also, it took me forever. They don't explain stuff very well, I don't think. So I didn't realize you could just go to your alchemy menu to make your oils and potions. I just found that out. I was like, oh, here's where you... I thought I had to go somewhere to make them, so I just never looked into it. I also don't like... First of all, I hate Novigrad. It's too crowded. It's hard to get to stuff sometimes because you don't know how exactly to get into the building. And then you have like 8 billion like blacksmith and armorers, but you have to go to a special one to get the special gear. And I'm like, too much. it's too much. So I have a feeling Crimson Desert might hurt my soul in that same way. We'll see. Oh shoot, I meant to start a bounty in Tumbleweed. That's the whole reason I went to Tumbleweed. I'll go to Benedict and start one. And it's not like I don't mind a big game that's very immersive, but I don't like overly complicated systems either. I loot stuff all the time and I'm just like, what the hell do I use this for? I don't even know. I'm like, do I just get rid of it? I don't know. I don't know. Do I need it for crafting stuff? I don't know. Because there's so many crafting things. I'm like, do I need this for potions or else? I don't know. There's like 1,000,000,001 items in the game. And the thing is, I don't mind the art. Like, in God of War, you craft armor too, but it's nowhere near as complicated. There's nowhere near as many, like, different things that you need, I guess. All right, let's go down to Benedict. We'll start up a bounty. How did you mess up when you play it? Like, messed up how you played it? Or the ending you got? Or, well, you said all the end, neither ending is... I will say, I love playing as Ciri when I play as Ciri. So I'm looking forward to... I'm assuming The Witcher 4, which will be on, like, newer engines, it will not be clunky like this. It'll probably still be as overly complicated. Or maybe they'll simplify some systems. I don't know. Also, I think Roach has a serious problem right now. Roach is getting stuck on everything. Literally everything. People complain about Red Dead horses. My goodness. Roach hits a pebble and won't move. I get stuck in place. Roach is trying to run through a bridge and will go too close to the edge and get stuck. And I'm just like, what are you doing? I have no idea how I won all the races that I won. It was a miracle for that one mission. I was like, I don't know how you're doing it, Roach, because when I'm out in the world, you literally can't run 2 feet without like dead stopping on something in the world. And I run around more than I ride Roach sometimes because it's just quicker. That's sad. I'm always on a horse. I got on my horse, back there, if you were watching, to ride from the collectible just up to the tower right there. But not Roach. I wouldn't do with Roach. Bad choices. Sometimes I killed a monster I could have saved, or I sent someone to die because of a bad choice. I made stuff like that. What did I do the other day? I was like, oh my god, I just got this guy killed. At the beginning part of the mission, 2 guys are like, oh, you're a foreigner, like you're not part of this thing, you need to go or whatever. And this guy steps in to like help out, and he's the one that I'm getting the contract from. And the guy like makes fun of me. Oh, you know, the first sign of trouble, you know, he backs away with his tail tucked or whatever. And I was like, bitch, I'm just trying to keep the peace here. But then later when we come back, those 2 guys harass us again. And I'm like, you know what, this time let's fight. I was like, yeah, let's fight. And then I could have said no to the other guy who was the guy who gave me the contract, who we're sort of friendly with. I could have told him no, I didn't need his help or whatever. And I was like, you know, bashing faces is better with a partner or whatever. And so I did that. Well, he dies. Spoiler alert. I was like, fuck. Wrong choice. I made a wrong choice and I got someone killed. Now, I don't know if he would have died anyway. Maybe he would have. But I was just like, come on, man. I was directly responsible for that man's death. And I was so sad. And I feel like based off where it went after that in the story that maybe it was going to happen anyway. But at the same time, I don't know that because I can't go back and do it again. This took me all the way over here. Not really a lot of collectibles. I do need an alcohol bottle. Can I get that before I start this? I have let some of the quote-unquote monsters go, where I've told them they just like either have to leave the city or, and I haven't killed them, and I feel pretty good about those choices. But like, what if later I find out they went on a massive killing spree and I didn't kill them when I could? It'd be like the Batman and the Joker. Batman was like, I should have just killed the Joker. How many more people are gonna die because I let him live? But then in the end, he still couldn't kill him. Excuse me, Mr. Lawman.
Hey there. We got word a bounty hunter was coming. Figured that must be you.
This is one of my favorite missions.
Thank God. We ain't got long. If past experience is anything to go by, they're gonna send in a few dozen on foot. Soften us up before they roll in on that goddamn train. You want your reward? We gotta survive long enough to stop.
We can do it. I believe in us.
All right. Before they get here, we need to block the tracks. Get that oil wagon over there.
Do, 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 do. Oh, also, if you guys didn't see, Wolverine got a release date. It's September... I don't remember the exact day. Sometime in September. 16th, maybe? So that's something to look forward to.
Perfect. Now, take cover.
Trying to think what else is coming out. Oh, Fable still doesn't have a release date, but that's supposed to be fall 2026. I think Fable has the potential to be really good, too. That's another one I'm really intrigued about.
Closer, let's go.
Evans doesn't want to hit really well today. Let's try the Litchfield.
Eyes up. Incoming.
Nothing wants to hit well. Do. Zeke, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Next shot. Halt! In the name of the law.
Don't rest easy. We ain't done yet. That's it. The train.
The train.
No hesitation.
Platform 9 3/4. The guy's already dead. He like dies automatically each time. Can we get him is the question? Because he's... Where is he? It's underneath. Is he underneath? It's so broken. Alright, you guys are on your own. Goodbye. Goodbye. I have to take him to the prison wagon, even though there's a prison right in Armadillo. I love this mission because you get this sandstorm here. Just so great. Or this dust storm, whatever we consider it. It's like a tornado. It's like I'm in the Wizard of Oz. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think that was that a Gila? No, or was an iguana? What is the coming event in Red Dead? We don't know yet. So typically on Monday, GTA series will post it. Probably some other people too. I'm thinking probably either Moonshine or Naturalist, because I feel like we've had every other... I can't remember what November was. We just had Bounty Hunter. We're in Collector Month. I feel like November was Trader, and December was like CTAs and stuff. But I don't 100% know. So that would leave Naturalist or Moonshine. But we don't know. We'll know Monday. I usually post it in Discord on Monday, but if you are on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, on Monday, if you look up GTA series, they normally post it at some point. I love how even like your horse and your character. So this is the kind of immersion you just don't get in a lot of games. The fact that, you know, we're tucking our head and stuff because of the wind and the dirt. Cool. Yeah, I wish you could get, so in story you can get this type of dynamic weather, but you can't in online. It's a shame. Hey David, how's it going?
In here, please. Catch.
And then instantly we go back to normal weather. You can see the change in the cutscene. That's hilarious. All right, we got to do one more bounty out of New Austin. I got the alcohol bottle. All right, I'm going to do an auto ride here to Armadillo, and I'm going to be right back. See if we can get this set up so my character doesn't actually stop. Are you going to turn? Yeah, it doesn't always work. All right, be right back. I agree. The weather dynamics in general in story mode, everything is just so much better than online. All right, now that we're not auto riding, we can cut through and not take the long way around. Like, I guess I sort of get why they can't do it online, because it's like one server and everybody's in different parts of it, and I don't know how that works. I assume that would be seriously complicated. Ah! Although, now that I say that, let me just let you know. So I play Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's a Game Loft game. It's not an overly complicated. I mean, it is very complicated. In terms of, there's a lot in it. There's a lot of stuff, but it's not like Red Dead complicated. When it's raining in the game, and you're in most of the biomes, it's raining. But if you go to Frosted Heights where there's snow, it's snowflakes. If you go to Wish Blossom Ranch where it's snowy, it's snowflakes. If you go back to the main part of the valley, it's raining. So it can. Oh no, but that's a single player game. I was like, but you can't have multiplayer. I'm curious if you had other people there, if it would do the same thing. It's not the same as a big open world game. I was like, I know you can do it, but you can do that in story in Red Dead too. So, okay. I am curious if you had other people in your valley. I guess it would do the same thing because it's your server. Yeah. Okay. Ignore me. I was like, oh wait, you can do it, but you do it in story in Red Dead too. So, all right, we'll do 2 people here. I forgot to look at what the other dailies are. Hey, John M., how's it going? Oh no, I'm stuck. There we go. I'm playing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt right now. Played it years back, but somehow just discovered the show on Netflix and watched it all, and now playing the game again just to get a better understanding. Yep, we were just talking all about The Witcher 3. I tried to watch the Netflix series. I didn't hate it. I only watched like the part of the first season though. I didn't finish it. John, thank you so much for being a member for 57 months. You and Juo up there at 57. That is so crazy. I really appreciate that. Hey, Kratos, managed to win Salvage and Fool's Gold. Time for a lunch break. Salvage and Fool's Gold. Nice. Yeah, season 4 is when they changed characters, right? It wasn't Henry Cavill anymore. How many is the max of treasure maps? Well, in your satchel, you can have one of every treasure map. Oh, that's something else I have to do. I have to look to see what my... Which ones? I think I have to do the one down here. Because I've got one of my lockbox. Or one of my benefits. I felt like the 4th season took a very different path than what the first 3 seasons looked like. I think that's part of why Henry Cavill left, right? Because he is very lore accurate. Like he's a gamer too, but even when he plays a role, he likes it to stay within like lore. And they were deviating from that, I feel like. Hey Ford, I'm doing pretty good today, thank you. How are you doing today? It is taking us many moons to get to this point here. He stopped because they changed the story? Yeah. I think that's admirable. I wouldn't want to be a part of a project that I didn't agree with that was going away from... I hate it when movies and TV shows deviate from source material. If you're going to create a show or a movie based on a book or a play or something like that, if you want to do something different with it, I know I feel I'd create an original story, I guess. Like, don't take something somebody has done and then deviate to the point. That's what fan fiction is for, you know. I don't know. If you're recreating something that I love to read or watch or play, like a game, I want you to stay accurate to the source material. I just do. And if you want to do something wildly different, then create your own stories, you know? I'm stuck again. I hope you're making your peace. What else can I blow up? I only have 3 dynamite. We need to fix that. There should be other stuff for me to blow up around here. You feel like next month will be Moonshiner? Yeah, I think Moonshiner or Naturalist is likely. Moonshiner would make sense. I'm so excited for Fable. That game ironically looks closer to Red Dead 2 stylistically compared to Crimson. I do agree with that, yes. I don't think Crimson Desert's going to be anything like Red Dead 2. I'm just excited for like a big open world to explore on horseback, honestly. And it looks interesting, I feel like, because there's a lot of different things. But I do agree about Fable. I'm very excited about that one. I didn't play any of the earlier Fable games. I've seen some gameplay of it. I haven't played them though because I believe it was only on Xbox, right? Gypsy was saying that he really liked the Fable games. Excuse me. Rude. All right, I need to lasso him from horseback, so I need my horse. Come here, Saga. Saga! Don't be scared. All right, you little bitch. Fucking get out of here. Come here. I gotta lasso you again. About to be rank 460. Nice. you, sir. I haven't played them either, but I heard different things about it, like your character can change based off choices. Yes, I've heard that too. It looks so immersive. I think they were talking about stuff like you could choose a part, like you could get married, like very Sim style, like you could get married, except Sims, I think they do it on their own. Like you could get married. You had like your choices, like you have so many choices in the game and it affects so much. That's interesting. That is definitely an interesting concept.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Rowdy, how's it going? I'm gonna play Skyrim again after the Witcher game. Been a minute. I never got through Skyrim. I feel like when I started trying to play Skyrim, I wasn't like as into gaming as I am now. And so I didn't appreciate... I didn't know how to like figure out how to do stuff. I was just like, oh, I'm stuck. But yeah, Fable is definitely... I'm intrigued about Chrism Desert, and I do think it could be good. But Fable is the one I'm more looking forward to, for sure. That's not coming. They don't even have a release date for that one though yet, so we'll see. I'm curious if it'll actually drop fall 2026 or if they'll push it. I've been getting the Skyrim itch, but I'll have to hit the snooze button. Yeah. I feel like that's one of those games where I would like to play eventually, but I just don't have time. Right now, I'm pretty deep in a Witcher playthrough. If I complete it, it'll be the first time I've completed it. I am the furthest I've ever gotten. I think I'm about... If I haven't hit Act 2, I'm about to hit Act 2. Yeah, because I went back to the place I started in, which I think was the start of Act 2.
You will pay for this?
You will pay for this. Nice little Mustang there. I also, as everybody knows, I do have trouble going back and playing older games just because of the clunkiness. Witcher's like that.
I'm not an arts man, but I ain't afraid to put someone down if they cooperate.
I would have to remake my Xbox 360 character. I miss playing as a cat.
Well, that's simple enough. Here's your due and nothing less.
I probably did something boring, like a human. I don't know. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3 is another one. I would really like to... it's the problem is I get stuck in the Underdark. And I feel like if I'm getting stuck that early, first of all, I just can't figure out how to get out of there. Even with a guide, I can't figure out how to get out of there. It's kind of sad. I feel like I'd have to pull up a video that like walks me exactly step by step where I need to go for that. I feel like I would struggle later anyway because I've done turn-based games before, but I've done it with 12 characters, you know, or it starts off with like 4 characters, but you get a new character all the time. So by the time you're fighting the really tough enemies and bosses at the end, you have like 12 characters, 8 to 12 characters. And I was like, how do you do it in Baldur's Gate when you only have 4 and you're going up against 16 enemies? I was like, I'm 4 people. I'm like, what? I'm like, do I heal? Do I heal during my turn? do I attack? I was like, I feel like all I'm doing is getting hit and healing, and then I can't attack and kill them and get them down. I get it's all about strategy, but like 4 is not enough for me. But Baldur's Gate, I probably get stuck in character creation. I was in character creation for quite a while. There's a lot of choices. All right, I came here for a reason. I think there's coins. I probably at this point am not going to get... I'm just going to sell the rest of my collections because I'm not going to get any more probably. Do that toward the end because it's already 10:11 and I can't go much past the 2 hours today. I've just been chatting and riding around and doing nothing. But yeah, I think Baldur's Gate is really pretty. I don't mind turn-based stuff, but I just think that it's not the style of turn-based I'm used to when I've played before, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever make it through that one. We'll see. I did just pick up the PS5 upgrade for Horizon. I feel like after, well, no. If I end up playing Crimson Desert, I won't do any of it. I don't even know if I probably won't even finish Witcher before then. Because I would like to do, I was going to try to do like Horizon next. If I end up not doing Crimson Desert, I might do Horizon playthrough next and try to get through that. I'm really trying to start and finish a game. My old playthrough of beating The Witcher was deleted. I was max level 100 New Game Plus. I don't know if they'll be able to help get it back. Ooh, yeah, that sucks. I'd be so sad. Guess it depends on how it got deleted, maybe. Right now, I am rank 23 in The Witcher. 23, I think. And I'm just like, oh my god. It's like, I need skill points. Oops. We got a cougar. Which is a 3-star, nice. If it's not in Cloud, you're probably toast. I agree. Sometimes it is amazing what they can recover, but yeah. It's like working with Gameloft to try to fix when I got the Wish Blossom Ranch DLC. It was such a nightmare because I had to convince PlayStation to refund the base DLC because Gameloft was one of the, maybe not even one of the few, just of all the games I've played, I've never had a game where if I buy the base edition, I can't upgrade to the deluxe for like $10. Gameloft doesn't do that. So when Wish Blossom Ranch dropped and I took off and I had planned to stream and everything, the deluxe version was not available. And so the person I was watching was like, guys, they're not gonna not give you an opportunity to upgrade to deluxe. Well, he was totally wrong because they didn't. And so when you buy one, you can't get the other. So it's not even like on PlayStation. If I bought it, I could spend the money and get the upgrade. You can't. It was just gone forever. So I was never going to be able to get Sven. And I really wanted Sven. So I had to convince PlayStation to refund me, which they didn't want to do. I just talked to like 3 different people, but I had emails. Finally, I got somebody who was willing to read the emails from Gameloft, where Gameloft was like, you know, look, we give permission for this game to be refunded. So they can repurchase the deluxe edition. Well, on PlayStation, when you refund the one, it still thinks that you've purchased it. And because it still thinks you've purchased it, you can't purchase any other thing. So I still didn't have access to the deluxe. So what I had to do was, and this is where Gameloft came in and they were amazing, is I had to purchase the deluxe Wish Blossom on my other account, my Gypsy Knight account, and then they were able to go in and transfer it to my main PlayStation account. I don't know how they do that shit. I was like, thank you for... Because I thought then I wasn't going to have access at all to the DLC. I was like, this is bullshit. PlayStation's the worst when it comes to some things, and that's one of the things they're terrible at. I've heard recently they've updated the refund policy, like it's more forgiving. I don't know if that's true or not. I know that I've tried to get stuff refunded in the past and they've refused, even though it's been legitimate issues. And this time they were very clear to say that they were making a one-time exception that would not happen again. They were like, this is a one-time, this will never happen again. It's like, okay, well, I don't anticipate this happening again in the future. I mean, the fact that it's just crazy to me that PC does. This is why people go to PC gaming. You don't have to pay a fee for for online services. Like, you don't have to pay a monthly fee or a yearly fee or whatever to play your games. And also on PC, if you buy something on Steam, you've got like 2 hours to play it and try it out. And if it like won't run on your system well, or there's a bunch of bugs or whatever, you just don't like it, you can get a refund, no questions asked. PlayStation, once you buy it, trying to get a refund, even if you haven't, the only way you can get it easily is if you haven't downloaded it at all. Like, that's like the only way. That's right. You can't start a New Game Plus unless you've already beaten the game. So that means you can't even go and do a New Game Plus. You got to do it again. Ugh. I don't know if you knew, but a DLC on The Witcher has tiny fairies, and I've seen a video say you can step on them and kill them, and it did a tiny little scream. Oh no. Oh no. I do have, like, the completed Game of the Year edition for The Witcher. So I've got the Blood and Stone, or Heart and Stone, or Heart and... It's the Heart and the Stone and the whatever, the two different ones. So I do have both of those DLCs. But of course, it's like you want to be at least a rank 35 to start this. I'm like, I'm going to beat the game before I start that. I'll be well over 35, hopefully. Because I don't dodge so well in this game. Like, I try, but I feel like I still get smacked hard. And I feel like the parry timing is weird. I'll give you 2 more things. You have to pay for cloud saves, and you have to pay for most of those new gen upgrades. That shit would be free, and they know it. Consoles are so, like... they hurt my soul. Blood and Wine, Hearts of Stone. Thank you. I have both of those. I at least had 2 of the names, but in the same one. The Heart and the Stone went together. I finally got some, like, upgraded gear for Roach, and she's looking pretty. I was like, oh, we'll get you. It was expensive, though. I was like, I shouldn't be spending this on you because I need to spend stuff on me. Also, why is the Witcher sword, Silver and Steel sword, like, so terrible compared to the legendary ones? And I'm like, I guess it's because you're supposed to upgrade to the better versions of the Witcher gear. But I'm just like, should I go with the legendary gear because it's so much better? Or should I stick with my Witcher gear that's not as good? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. All right, let me go drop this Cougar off. Speaking of things that are dumb, so I was talking about this last night when we were playing Fortnite. I have this credit card. It's called Built. And it was through Wells Fargo, so they were partnered with Wells Fargo. And basically the very unique thing about this card is you can get a routing and account number to pay your rent. And by doing that, you avoid any credit card fee. So where I live right now, if you want to pay your rent with a credit card, there's a $13 processing fee. And so Built is a very unique card where you don't have that because they give you a routing account number. So Built and Wells Fargo ended their partnership, which is very bad for me. And the Built card changed to the Built Blue or the Built 2.0. I don't remember. Built Blue 2.0? I don't remember. Anyway, so they're like, oh, you'll get all the same features. So I was like, okay, I'll take the Built Blue 2.0 whatever card. And I'll have to go to a separate website to pay my rent versus paying it right in my Wells Fargo app because it's not affiliated with Wells Fargo anymore. However, then you read the fine print and it's, where am I going? Where's my cam? And they're like, you can still get a routing and account number to pay your rent, but you have to have your bank account linked, and we are gonna pull the funds from your bank account within 24 to 48 hours to cover that charge, so that it frees up and doesn't basically, so you still have enough credit to use your credit card. So there's not money being held in your credit card. I was like, that defeats the whole entire purpose of the Built card. Because if I have the funds, this is why people do it. They do it to split their payments so they don't have one bulk payment. If I had the funds for my entire rent to come out in one thing, I would just go through my bank account. Why would I put it on the Built card so that you're going to charge my bank account 24 to 48 hours later? Like, that literally makes 0 sense. Zero. And so now I'm going to be canceling the Built card because it's worthless. It does not serve its purpose anymore. They're like, this is just as good. And I was like, no, I don't think you understand. They're like, yeah, it's just as good. You still get a routing and account number. You can pay your rent without having a fee. And they're like, but we're going to pull them, but you have to have a bank account linked and we're going to pull the funds within 24 to 48 hours. So I was like, why wouldn't you just use your bank account then? Literally just put in your bank routing and account number to pull your rent. Like, why would I go through a secondary, like a middleman to do that at that point? How dumb is that? That's the dumbest shit on the planet. And the thing that makes me really mad is that Built was not a well-known like card or company or whatever. And because of this very unique feature, and a lot of people used it, their stock went up. They got very popular. They got big. And then they turn around and do this. And I was like, you just screwed yourselves. Like, you just put yourself out of business, you know, because you took away the features that like people had your card for. So, and it's like the rewards and everything are worse, but you know, that's a whole nother thing. Bye, Kratos. Have fun with No Man's Sky. So I was like, come on, man. Dude, we gotta fill our camp up a little bit. I don't want to though. Just been like randomly. I want to go back to. Oh, actually, I could just go into Blackwater and sell. I want to go get rid of the rest of these collections. I was slaying monsters saddled on a unicorn. Now that's gangster. Yes, unicorn. Yes. Do we have another cougar here? Cougars for days. This is like the 4th cougar I feel like I've run into today. My bad. Nope, my bad again. Okay, I'm just... You know why I'm trampling all the animals? Here's why. Don't kill an animal for 24 hours. That's why I'm trampling all the animals. I know Kratos has been really into No Man's Sky and he's been playing it a lot. It's crazy. He's found a new game to grind. I'm down for the white unicorn for a little bit. I do like roach, but you know, variety's good. I did load into Red Dead 2 not too long ago. I noticed there's a lot more bugs last time I played. Interesting. I don't really notice a lot of bugs. I mean, obviously the game, as big as it is always going to have some bugs. But I'm very lucky now that my game is at a point... Do you mean story or like online? I feel like the game's in a pretty good state right now, honestly. There have been a lot of game-breaking bugs over the years. And I feel like early online, I had a lot of issues with disconnecting and things. But I feel like my game's in a really good state right now, which is nice. I haven't even gotten like the black screen bug in forever. Like the spinning wheel of doom, of death and destruction. Like the map rendering distance and the horse doing that stopping animation, making it so I can't move and seeing characters and why I can spawn from there. Yeah, I guess I don't really notice. I don't really have that too much. Like every once in a while a horse will do the scoot thing. My thing is that I'm... As long as a bug doesn't interrupt my game, like make it so I can't play the game. In a game as big as this and as complicated as this, I understand that it's never going to be bug free. It just never is. No game of any major. It's just they're never going to be bug free. It's just not possible. I mean, at least under our current technology, I guess. So as long as I can still play, I guess those don't bother me too much. Some of them are even funny. Now, it's the ones that, like, when you get the black screen or you get disconnected, that interrupts your gameplay. Like, you can't do anything with those. Where was I going? Oh, that's right. I'm going to go sell my collectibles. I've had enough of you. Good little Stolga.
Oh, I almost didn't recognize you.
I'm so glad they fixed the stable bug, though. That one was obnoxious. Because that one would break your gameplay. Like, you'd have to restart. Oh, I got a Blackbone Forest I can't pick up. So we're going to have to do Blackbone. Grab these. I meant to look at that, too. I need to do Blackbone Forest. And I think the one out in near Tumbleweed. Not Tumbleweed, but the one I hate. San Luis Shore. All right, let's sell. So basically, I'm just going to sell these now because
I'll do my best to get this to
I might as well. Ooh, look at this. 1,080. Woo.
I'll have it to them in a jiffy.
3,000 XP per.
Should be easy.
I don't have any problems on new gen GTA. I'm sure there's still bugs in new gen GTA though. Like I said, I don't think any modern game is going to be 100% bug free. It's just what level of bugs. I mean, Red Dead doesn't have a I don't know what it is, but it'll sell it to you. Red Dead doesn't have a next-gen upgrade either. Do, 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 do. Alright, what we're gonna do? Okay, we're gonna go... I totally forget what I was gonna do. I don't remember. At least online there's been a bunch of little animations in Birkin for years. Yeah. And as long as it doesn't affect me being able to play, like, I get it. Would I like them to fix them? Sure. Sometimes, though, you fix one thing and it breaks, like, 3 more. So I'm like, nah, if it's not bothering... Like, if it's not completely messing with the gameplay, I'm okay with it. Dude, I was totally going to do something and I completely forgot what it was that I was going to do. I do not have a golden cookie again. Come on, Saga. They're at rank 949 now. Go this way because somebody's doing a... Hey, Corbin, how's it going? GTA stutters on both platforms, and some things don't render as fast as they should. That's how much crap they're in the map. If you log into old gen version, it's hilarious flying through the city. The buildings take forever to load in. What did I notice the other day that I was playing and it took forever for something to render in? Oh, well, actually, in The Witcher, not that The Witcher is a new game, because it's not. But it was so funny because I like loaded in and Roach was naked. Roach had nothing on her and the building, like nothing was there. It took forever for Roach's saddle and everything to render in and like the buildings around and the grass and everything. That was hilarious. Yeah, I totally can't remember what I was going to do. I was going to sell those. Just woke up. Understandable. Our West Coastians. Doesn't look like this is active. Boo. Go away, Smoke, if you're not going to be active. Somebody already did it. Roach was naked. I mean, Roach is a horse, so Roach had hair. But, like, I haven't seen Roach without all her things on. I always forget Roach is a girl. It took forever for it to render too. All right. To get, if I'm sure you guys all here know that if you're trying to get the drunken player interactions, you can enter your shack and then spam, if you're on PlayStation, it's circle. And you get the drunken player interaction. Okay, Geralt wasn't naked, but I have accidentally declothed him a few times because I've messed up his gear. Also when he has sex, because he's a little bit of a hoe. And I gave him a haircut. I didn't realize you could give him different haircuts, and so I tried out some different haircuts and I was like, oh no, what have I done? What have I done? So I went back to the original haircut. You can change his beard and his hair, and I didn't know that. I will say, though, I'm trying to be a good boy now because I'm trying to romance Triss, okay? But he do be a little bit hoish. He's had sex with quite a few women in the game so far. Mine's gonna be loyal to Yen. Yeah, I don't really like Yen. I get it, and I get that's lore accurate. And, like, I understand. Like, I've looked into the lore a little bit, so I sort of understand why Yen is the way she is. I don't know. This playthrough, I just really like Triss. I was like, we're Team Triss right now. He said the L word and everything. I was like, I can't take that back. He said the L word to Triss. I can't take that back. What kind of a bitch would I be? You know? I'm just saying. I can't take it back. Wasn't Kratos also like that in the original God of War games? I don't know. I like Triss. Yeah, I think ultimately in terms of how good they are for each other, Triss is probably the better choice in terms of Yeah, I've heard that about Triss too, but I think in terms of ultimately, I feel like Geralt and Yen are like lore accurate, but I feel like they're kind of toxic to each other. And so, I'm like, ultimately, like both of them have faults, obviously, but I feel like at the end of the day, Triss might be better for him, and Yen's a little bit like toxic. I don't know. It's personal opinion. All right. There was totally something oh, Blackbone Forest. That's right. I was going to do, and I need to do San Luis Shore, I think. Let me look at my benefits. Okay. Got a treasure map here. Okay, San Luis Shore. So I gotta do San Luis so I can get that one. We should try to use some of these coupons we can use. Can I just claim right from here for some of these? No. Browse catalog. Select free emotes. I'm sure I have emotes that I haven't gotten yet. Let's see. I don't disagree. And I agree that a lot of what she does, which is not necessarily good, is because of her love for Ciri. So I definitely don't disagree with that. All right, we own all of those. Let's see. Okay, we can get Beg for Mercy. Can I actually get a gold one for... I can. Which one is this? I'm hit. All right, so 9 gold bars. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Shit.
If it ain't my favorite moonshiner.
Okay, taunts and jeers. Bring it on. That's only 7. Okay, so we should go. We should go with the more expensive one. There we go. Nice. I need my old game save, I think, a romance Triss because the connections seem more intimate and happy, but I didn't know the lore, so I shall not be manipulated by Triss no longer. But I mean, just because you have like lore, like just because you have a past with somebody doesn't mean that that's the better thing for you. You went with your choice based off what was happening in the game at the time. The connections seem more intimate and happy and less manipulative, and you know. So couldn't that be ultimately the healthier choice for him as an adult, as adult Geralt, and they're gonna, you know, retire together in some little town, you know, and raise babies and sheep, you know? All right, let's go get Blackbone. And then we'll go. I hate San Luis Shore. It's my least. It's not my least favorite. Brandywine is my least favorite. You need new line scripts. Rose says, don't look it up. Yeah, I didn't play the first God of War game I played was 2018. God of War 2018. Which I really enjoyed. And I liked Ragnarok as well. So here's a little bug with the hooves. That's a little audio bug. Roach will have offspring. I will make sure of it. Poor Roach just needs a break. Roach just needs to retire out in the pasture and eat some grass. I really hope in Witcher 4 the horse is better, because Ciri's horse looks so pretty. And I was like, please don't be as clunky as Roach. Like, I love you, Roach, but you're terrible. You're a terrible horse. Not that Ciri's horse looks like this breed, but it's an all-black horse like this, which is exciting. Looks sort of I haven't watched the trailer in a while, but I feel like it was very Frisian-esque, maybe. Whoop. Take my eye off the screen for a second and almost run right into an NPC. There you go, static eagle spawn right there. He's currently running around with the Foglet's head in a bag on a saddle. Times are tough. So I think you must only be able to do either enhanced saddlebags or a trophy, maybe, because when I added the better saddlebags, it took the trophy off. I don't know. Can you still have the trophy on? I was like, I want to go with the I can carry more shit around because I get so tired of slowing down to a walk every time I'd be overburdened with weight and I'd have to like drop some stuff. I'd be like, this is annoying. So I can carry so many things. Ah! And I got her a fancy fancy little eye blinker thingies. But it's like a full faceplate for the horse, like a mask. Morning, Ryan. How's it going? When I go into town to save them from monsters and they fear me and talk smack. Nobody likes a witcher. They all be talking shit. Igni's my favorite one. I use Igni all the time. I have to like start using other. I've been using a few of the other. The trappy one doesn't make sense to me though because I was fighting some race and it's like dodge and then trap them and I'm like, but nothing's happening. They're not being trapped. I was like, I don't understand. And of course Quen for the so you can get hit and take a hit and one hit I think it is, and then the other one that knocks him down. I do use that one quite a bit too, especially the damn harpies up in the sky. They drive me crazy. I'm like, well, you up in the sky, I can't hit you. I hear you. Oh, there you are. If you think about it, Kratos was literally a bald-headed hoe. Aw, come on, boys. Don't be hoes. I want to ask you one quick question. Which gaming console or gaming PC laptop are you on? I am on a PlayStation 5 currently. A PS Pro. PS5 Pro. Alright, let's go get San Luis Shore. And then we can get both of these maps finally out of our... Oh, am I broken? There we go. Well, let me access my satchel for a second. Okay, second least favorite one incoming. Holes for gardening. I feel like I would never call a woman a hoe. But, like, I'm okay calling a guy a hoe. Free fast travel's going away next week. Makes me so sad. Why is there a little blue dot next to my chat? Oh, yeah, no, we don't care about that. It's a play on words. Yeah. I feel like the connotation isn't as... It's yeah, it's more funny when you do it that way. Versus if you're talking about a woman, it's degrading. Kind of degrading. Just people hate women. Some people hate women. It does amaze me what people will be brave enough to say in like a comment section of anything. Hey, Hoof Girl. Or, I'm sorry, Rio. Hey, Rio, how's it going? Did I see Hoof Girl come in too? Could have sworn I just saw Hoof somewhere. Caught out of the corner of my eye. Love that last statement about hoe. Yep. Hoe. Why do you want me to show you my PS5 dashboard and friends request and menu setting? That seems like a weird request. I'm sure you could Google that. You could YouTube it and find videos showing you how to... If you're curious about how to do stuff on PS5, like, you can watch YouTube videos on it. Yeah, show my account info. That seems like a weird request. It's funny because right above that comment, I have a welcome to chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. Wow, are we already? Oh no, okay. I thought I was having some vibration there. Oh, I'm not even in the yellow yet. I don't know what I was thinking. I am vibrating. Yes. Oh my gosh, this is my least favorite one, and this was so easy. That's fantastic. Ooh, 1.28, only $68. That's okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go and we have to get the other one out of our lockbox, but this one we can pick up here. So make sure you guys check for maps and stuff, because if you already have it, like you won't be able to pick them, so they'll go in. Well, they'll always go in rewards when it's a reward, but then you won't be able to get it. So we got free honor changes here. We got money we can't use off rolls, so those we can't use. So select naturalist roll items. We technically could use this. Is this gonna be like, are we talking like workwear and trade stuff there? No. Okay. We own all of this stuff. All right, I'm not really sure what we could use it on. I think we have a boots one in here though, don't we? Select weapons, which we have all. Bounty hunter roll items. Select boots. We'll go to the tailor for that. We'll look at it. Also, we're in Blackwater. We'll need to grab the Blackbone Forest map. The benefits ones will expire, so those you definitely want to get. Go to Blackwater. I think the ones in your lockbox though don't ever expire, so you can get those whenever. But the ones in your benefits you definitely want to do, because they'll expire and you'll lose them. And the treasure maps is really just a free way to get gold and money without having to do anything. All right, in 2 hours, I'm going to be watching Scream 7. I'm so excited. I don't know why I love Scream movies so much. They're just so fantastic. I think because they sort of make fun of the horror genre, too, in like a good way. Also, did anybody see the trailer for Scary Movie 6, which is supposedly coming out this year? Yeah, so Scream dropped... Thursday night was like the fan release, like fan watch, and then I think Friday was the first official day, till yesterday. I know, so I don't mind spoilers typically in movies, just because if I'm watching something and I don't know what it is, I don't mind knowing how it's going to know if it's worth my time to watch it. But like the Scream movies at this point, I know I like them, so at this point I like it to be sort of a surprise. Just ranked up to 460, nice. All right, let's get some free boots, just cause. What are our most expensive boots in here? Oh, I wonder if we can get gold boots. So far, all the gold boots, I've had all of them. Oh, these are ugly, and they're only 2 gold bars. All right, let's go back to the expensive boots. These are the cheapy boots. Cheapy boots.
I only stock the best in my shop. Buy from me, and you'll never be disappointed.
Well, these are 6 gold bars, actually. The question is, can I use
gold to purchase? Do you have some?
Oh, these are kind of pretty. I can't use a coupon for them. I don't remember these. I wonder what these boots look like.
What's your preferred color for this?
We're gonna buy this. I wonder what they look like up top.
Fantastic.
I don't know. You'll look fantastic in these. All right, we own all of these. Those are 104. 120. Ooh, we don't have all the Strayhorn boots. Can I use it for these? Yes, I can. Okay, sweet. Why not? Boots. You've seen the 6th one? 6 Scream? Obviously, the original trilogy is the best, so like 1 through 3. I actually really liked 4, though. I thought 4 was really interesting. I was a little upset when 4 first dropped because I was like, you just got rid of the whole premise of 3 with the trilogy and the rules. But I think they did it in a good way. I think 5 and 6 were just because I liked them fine. But because they tried to go in a different direction and they tried to get away from like the OG group and like just kind of take it with new characters in a new direction, I didn't really like the direction they were going. And then the one actress got fired anyway, so they had to like circle back around. What I think I'm gonna like about 7 is it's back to the original. So Kevin is what's his name is the one who's directing it, and I think he'll do a really good job with it. And you have the OG like original cast is back in it. So what can we get? No, I think we decided we couldn't do that. I don't know what I can get Moonshiner with. I might have it all. Bye, Rose. Thanks for hanging out.
Looking better when they walk out. You look as long as you like.
You look as long as you like. Let's see. Select weapons. Click toward. So yeah, I don't really know what we can use those on. 6, 7. Yeah, I sold all my things and ranked up too. I wonder if we could go and like stuff at, because I don't think it was showing any outfits as being. I own all these too. I feel like I just own everything is the problem. Okay, I can use for the bounty hunter. I can use it. Why couldn't I use it on the naturalist stuff then?
Now, don't doubt yourself.
Let's see. Do I own all of these? No. I do like the Thorgood, so let's see if we can use a coupon for one of these. No. Okay, so I can't use a coupon for this one. Don't really like these. They're 545 though, so if I'm going to eventually like completionist this, then I could get one of these. I just really don't like these outfits. They're terrible looking.
Look any better.
I don't like the weird little cape thing. It's so odd. Oh, it's only 40% off, so it's still like $327. Wonder if I could have gotten the emote. Okay, this is Moonshine. So it was Naturalist, and what was the other one? Collector.
Any of these
50% off. All right, we'll get it.
Perfect for you.
We use the coupons up. And I think all the collector stuff I have. Yeah, because those are like the best outfits, I feel like. All right, so we can't do anything there. It actually made me wear it. That's hilarious. It's actually a pretty jacket. It's a pretty color. It's the weirdest hat. I actually don't hate this outfit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate it. I don't like the hat, but I don't hate the outfit.
Pull in your horns, friend.
It's so weird. Natural stuff is so weird. All right. Let me just check and see if I have anything else. I've been just like neglecting and losing these coupons in here, so I feel like I'll check my coupons today. Thanks for reminding me. I always forget to check them before they expire. I definitely can't get the ability card one. I can't get collector roll because I have everything for collector. I don't need honor change. I can't do because I already have all those. So yeah, basically all I could get is a free weight loss tonic now, which I don't really need because I never use them. So yeah, I think that's everything we can use. Some of these coupons are expiring March 17th. So make sure you guys check your coupons because they're expiring this coming month. Pretty much everything I have in here. The only thing that doesn't expire here is looks like my honor changes don't expire, but everything else is March 17th 2026. So if you got maps in there, make sure you check those out. If you want to get any items, you know, 40 to 50% off, make sure you check those as well. Remember, this is the final weekend to get the Nosalita outfits if you don't have that yet, because the new event will start early Tuesday morning, so you never know when you're going to lose access to that. So you only have tomorrow and Monday are the last 2 days you can do the salvage and the Condor egg event. Hey, puppy. Who's cute, puppy?
I'd rather pet a pig.
I'd rather pet a pig. All right, let me take a look at my dailies real quick, see if there's anything I can... Yeah, it's such an early login, too. I mean, 8:45 is not that early, but, like, if you're at work already, which I am during the weekdays, very doable on Sunday, though. I could have been logged... Once we have the time change, then I'll be able to do it on stream sometimes, because it'll be 9. It'll be after 9. Alright, we could... Actually, we probably don't even have the plump bird to cook, honestly. We didn't do any of these. I could go visit Fort Mercer. Eat some camp stews. We didn't find the alcohol bottles. 6. Let's try to at least get the roll challenges. So... 7, 8... Oh, maybe not. Okay, bye Zeke. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. Appreciate that. I hope I enjoy the movie too. Hopefully it's not terrible. I've liked all of them. I don't imagine it will be. It's just fun. They're not serious. The Scream movies aren't serious. I know people are like, oh my god, they're the worst. They're not really horror. No, that's not the point. That's not the point. They aren't horror. Alright, let's go to Camp Mercer at least. Or Fort Mercer. Yeah, I kind of hate when they added in the other role stuff, because salvage used to occur twice a day, but it only occurs once a day now. I think it's when they added in the naturalist stuff. Soggy, you've been the bestest today. Oh, and you still have gold cores. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Guess we're not going to be ending on a daytime cycle. Boo. My right eyes bother me. I feel like I'm gonna have to put in my last set of contacts and just hope that nothing happens between now and my eye appointment in 3 weeks. I really hate to get down this far. I should have ordered some more before my contact things expired. I hate the fact that I can't order contacts now because my prescription is technically expired, even though my eyes haven't changed. It's like you have to get an updated one every 2 years. And I'm like, I need contacts, please. Can you just sell them to me? I'm willing to pay. Like, what do you think happened that my prescription would not be viable? Such a racket. Visit Fort Mercer. Too bad we can't find one more. I wish we could do a mission to get the legendary animal pheromone. Well, some of them. You can't do it with all of them. Could find 2 more. Oh, I could 2. Oh, no, I only have 6. So yeah, I can do 2 more for sure. I could eat the camp stews and find the alcohol bottles. Let's find the alcohol bottles. Let's see. Where do we have some easy alcohol bottles? Alright, we got 1 in Valentine. It's nice and easy. And we get the coin there as well. See if there's shenanigans going on in Valentine. Seen a lot of blueberries today. Everybody's been behaving themselves. Now that I said that, I may have just jinxed myself. It's not even that I care when somebody randomly shoots me. It's just that, like, a lot of times it scares me. Because I'm not expecting the noise. Oops. I meant to mark that and I didn't. So I'll just be like minding my own business and doing something, and the loudness of like being shot startles me. And it like gets my nerves up.
Sweet Jesus.
Excuse me, I know there's an alcohol bottle back here somewhere, but I can't see it.
Hey!
Sir, I was not even close to you. Get out of here. I got double rank up 460 to 461 from selling to Madam's Art. Nice. Yeah, also, don't forget, guys, make sure you sell your collections before Tuesday. That way you get the double XP and money. Don't forget to check your progress as well to see if you have anything you need to reset before you sell. Half Eagle. Pretty sure. I actually didn't check this, but I'm pretty sure I don't. So you want to look under rewards under your collector and just make sure. Oh, so I'm very close here, actually. So I need to sell one more antique alcohol bottle set and I can reset that one. Oh, I can reset this one. It's a complete set of coins. That must have just happened though. And arrowheads, which these probably just happened when I sold those, I would imagine. But that way, as you sell, you can be working back up to the next one. And that gives you a nice little gold boost as well. See, 0.4 and 0.4. Very nice, very nice. And then I think I'll go to Van Horn for the last alcohol bottle. That'll be easier than Annesburg. Even though it's right in Annesburg, I hate the different levels. I think it's the one that's just up the stairs between the two houses, but still go to Van Horn. So then we can also get the arrowhead slightly past that. Oh, this might be in the Man Bear Pig house. Man Bear Pig. I miss the days when this would go automatically back up to map. No, not Man Bear Pig. It's up on. It's gonna be up on the little tower thingy here. Hey, Hoof Girl. I slept until 7:30. That's good. Sleeping is good sometimes. You need to get a little extra rest. 7:30 is not even that bad. I am getting ready to wrap up too because I have I'm going to a movie in an hour and a half. Well, I have to leave in an hour and 15 probably. Actually, no, I'm closer now to that. I probably don't have to leave for an hour and a half. Haha, I never get the popcorn. Hey, IPA, how's it going? Thank you so much for being a member for 54 months. That is insanity. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, usually Gypsy and I go to the movies together, and he totally would have gone to this movie. I think he was kind of bummed that he's like, I would have gone with you, and I was like, I know, but I also know it's not his type of movie. Like, I know he doesn't really like the Scream series or care about the Scream series. And he's getting tattooed today, and I really wanted to see it this weekend, and I thought he was flying tomorrow, so I was like, I'll just go, and I'll go myself, and I'll go to a matinee. So he usually gets popcorn, and I'll eat a few pieces of his. So I won't get popcorn this time. Yeah, if anybody asks, yes, I'm so sorry. He would have gone. I wasn't trying to intentionally keep him from going. I just know he's super busy right now. And I really wanted to go this weekend, and I just knew it wasn't. Well, actually, I thought he was flying tomorrow, and he's not flying tomorrow, so we probably could have gone tomorrow. But I really did think he was busy all weekend, and I really wanted to go this weekend. Because I know if I don't watch it this weekend, then I will see spoiler posts on it. Because I want to watch, another Scream. I think I stopped at 2. Oh, you're missing out. So many good ones. Yeah, it's number 7, actually. Hey, Diana, good morning. So it's Scream 7. Nev Campbell is back. And, of course, Gail Weathers will be in it as well. So Courtney Cox. Oh, and Obsidian. Oh, what a good pull there at the last second. Nice. Maybe I'll binge one day. You can't take them too serious. They're kind of fun. With lots of kills, of course. I think if I was going to have to say a least favorite, my least favorite may have been... Let me think. It's either 5 or 6, and I want to say it's 5, because I think that's where she meets Richie. I think that's when it switches over to Melissa and, what's her name from, Wednesday? Jenna Ortega. I think that's 5. I think that's 5, and they're in 5 and 6. And I think I like 6 better, because I think 5 was just called Scream. Yeah. Are they repetitive, though? I mean... It's the same premise every time. There's a masked killer going around, and so yeah, I mean but it's different killers every time and different reasons why. So, like I like them because they're all different in terms of like who the killer is and like the reasoning why they're killing. But I like it that it sort of makes fun of the horror genre, and like even Nev Campbell in 1, she's like, I've heard this shit before. Like, just come at me and fight me. Like, I've heard this. It's the same thing. Blah, 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 blah. Your mother, blah, 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 blah. And so I sort of like fun that they kind of... I sort of like that they make fun of that. And they make fun of the whole, you know, Nev Campbell's like, you know, doesn't like horror movies because she's like, it's always some big-breasted chick that's running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting. And then the very next scene, she's running up the stairs and like not going out the front door. And so, I don't know. I just kind of like it. I think I didn't finish my thought. Apparently there's another scary movie coming out, and there was like a leaked trailer. I haven't looked into it enough to know if that's officially confirmed, but I think it is. And I was like, if so, even if it's not, like the trailer that I saw was hilarious. Even if it was fake, I was like, that shit's funny. You like Scream 6 with Jenna Ortega? Yeah, I think my least favorite was 5, which did have Jenna Ortega in it as well. But I think 6 was better. But I actually don't like the storyline with those two as much because I get that it would have maybe been interesting and brought something a little bit different to the franchise, but I didn't really like the idea that she was, I don't know. I didn't like the direction I thought they were going to maybe take it. I don't love the idea of the person who's been attacked over and over again, like becomes Ghostface because they've gone through this thing. I think that's stupid. And so there's a lot of people that, and I think it could have happened with 5 and 6 if that storyline had continued. A lot of people want Nev Campbell eventually to be Ghostface, and I was like, that will ruin the franchise for me. I will not be able to watch anymore if you do that. Like, that would be so dumb. If I go there and that's what 7 is today, I will be very disappointed. I don't think it will be though, because I've heard enough. I feel like that I would have seen posts on that if that were the case. I would have seen posts with people just being like furious. I know I'm not full of current, so I'm gonna need you to settle down, Saga, so we can pick these. What are you all excited for? There's nothing around. What's happening? What's the matter? You just being a cranky little mare right now? Being a cranky little mare. Okay, guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap it up here because I do want to get some food before I go to the theater. I'm trying to think. I have a very busy school schedule this next week, but I should still be fine for a next Saturday stream. Most of the stuff I've got a paper due on the 4th, and I've got a test on the 6th. So I should still be good on the 7th. I will post in YouTube community if I can't, but I think I'll be okay. I just have a bunch of assignments due tomorrow, the 4th, and the 6th, but I should be good to go. So I'll be back on the 7th, and then it should be a normal schedule the next 2 weeks, so 7th and the 14th should be normal, and then I am potentially going to be streaming Crimson Desert on the 19th when it drops. I'm not entirely sure what time it's going to drop, so I have to look into that, but I did take off work I want to see a couple reviews first before I decide that. But if I decide to get it, I want to stream it a little bit just so you guys can check it out too, in case anybody's been on the fence. But yeah, otherwise it should be normal in the next 2 weeks, but I'll let you know if that's not the case. But I really appreciate you guys all hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I'm going to go get some food and get ready for the movie. And I will chat with you guys all soon. Bye, everybody.